so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
What's going on YouTube? This is Necrostevo and you're watching one of my narrated Wi-Fi battles. I know I'm posting this a little bit later in the day than normal. Today has been kind of hectic. I ended up working a double shift at work and got to do some traveling tomorrow that I didn't really plan on doing. But I have a battle uploaded on the Gaming Mafia's channel, so be sure to go check that out. I'm going to link that in the description. And I figured I'd also upload a battle on this channel as well, just because I felt like it. This is a match that I had from the PokeAustralia Facebook page, and basically they have their own VGC tournament going on, so you're basically allowed to choose, you have to register I think 12 Pokemon, and you're allowed to swap around between those. And so I'm using my current team again with the Braviary and the Togekiss and the Porygon Z and all that good stuff. And I think this was my second or third round match. And I noticed that he had a lot of physical attackers, so I just decided to bring Salamence out first. Even if he started off with Garchomp, bringing out Mints would make it a lot less threatening, and then even if I missed a few attacks because of Sand Veil, it would be easier to deal with. Now after the Intimidate, I figured, okay, I'm just going to try to hit his Garchomp, just to see what it's going to do here. And he actually goes for Protect to scout me, which is fine. He brings in Heatran as well. I didn't see the Air Balloon, so I was thinking maybe he's Scarfed. He might be Scarfed or something weird. And Microcelia actually carries Flash, and I know it's unconventional, and I'm playing around with hacks a lot there, but with the crazy strategies I've seen in VGC, something like Flash just as an accuracy modifier either forces them to switch out, or it puts them in a position where they have to kind of guess on whether or not they're going to hit, and I've won a couple of matches just based off of them missing. Now, since he protected last turn, I figured he'd switch out to Tyranitar this turn, and I figured I could take with Cresselia. I figured he'd attack Cresselia, anything that his Heatran wanted to do. But he decided to go for Dragon Pulse on my Mints, and since he outsped, that means that he is Scarfed, and I went for Helping Hand, not really knowing what to expect there, and he doesn't kill me just because of how bulky Mints is. This is a mixed one, and I think I have minus Special Defense Nature, so he might have just gotten a minimum damage roll right there. I don't know if he's timid or modest or whatever. But the Helping Hand boosted Earthquake takes out Heatran, puts Tyranitar in a World of Hurt as well, and now he brings in Terrakion, and I'm just going to switch out into my Jontra, which is Porygon Z, expecting some Rock Slides coming from his side of the field. Now he does go for Rock Slide. I knew Porygon Z could take one hit from either of them, and I just went for Thunder Wave, hoping that I wouldn't get flinched with Cresselia, because I knew if I slowed down the Terrakion, that's basically going to be the game. At the time I didn't know what his last Pokemon was, but with Terrakion slowed down, my Togekiss and my Porygon Z have a lot less to worry about. And in the event his last Pokemon is something fast, Porygon Z can protect while Togekiss sets up a Tailwind. I have a lot of options there, and this team really just builds around modifying my opponent's speed to fit my situation through Icy Wind, Thunder Wave, and Tailwind. So here I'm just going to go for a Helping Hand boosted Ice Beam. I didn't want a chance at not killing, so I just wanted to make sure. No chance that it doesn't kill him, then he kills me with a Rock Slide. He tried to protect, it looked like, because he outsped, but he got paralyzed, but it didn't really matter because I wasn't targeting him anyway. Now Garchomp is still a problem. Actually I didn't know his last Pokemon was Garchomp, I don't know why I said that earlier. Garchomp is still a problem because it does outspeed, and I haven't shown him that I have Icy Wind yet, and he tries to go for a Dragon Claw. I protected that turn because I wanted to use this as an opportunity to slow him down. And that would allow Togekiss, whom is my last Pokemon, to outspeed, especially since I can't Thunder Wave him. It would allow Porygon Z to outspeed, so it would give me a lot more options if I just slow him down. He does get off the Protect with Terrakion, but again, I'm not worried about Terrakion when it is paralyzed, especially with Togekiss in the back. Now I switch out from my Porygon Z right here because I wanted to get the Intimidate off before Porygon Z or Togekiss came in to attack, and that's just because since he can't switch anymore, he can't negate that Intimidate drop. He actually protects, so that works out, but I believe he actually goes for a Rock Slide with Terrakion, I believe. And I just kept going for Flash just because even paralyzed, Terrakion still hits really hard, and while Salamence actually manages to avoid the Rock Slide, he gets taken out by the Sandstorm. And Cresselia is not taking really any damage from those Rock Slides. I think it's actually taking comparable damage from the Sandstorm, and that's just because the damage is cut down because it's a double battle. But now that I know that he's slower than me, and he just protected last turn, I know it's highly unlikely for him to protect this turn. While I don't want my Porygon Z to go down to a close combat, I was hoping that maybe he'd miss or get paralyzed. And I think his Terrakion has like a -3 accuracy modifier right now, and he's still managing to hit attacks. So I was kind of surprised by that, because he just managed to hit a Rock Slide, and Rock Slide doesn't even have 100 accuracy to start off with. So he's hitting Rock Slide through -3 accuracy and being paralyzed, so that's a feat in itself. I was really surprised that he kept hitting moves. Maybe he had the Zoom lens, I don't know. He does go for Protect here, probably just trying to rack up some Sandstorm damage, and I'm just going to go for Air Slash. I know I have a chance to miss it, but I really wanted to flinch him, just because I knew I couldn't kill him with a single Aura Sphere. My only attack on Cresselia is Icy Wind, so that's not going to be too useful here. And I am going to Air Slash. Now he has a -3, -4 now modifier on accuracy. He has a 60% chance to flinch and a 25% chance to get paralyzed, and he still breaks through a Rock Slide somehow. He misses Togekiss, but he manages to hit Cresselia, and after the Sandstorm damage, that's going to take Cresselia out. And so somehow he has managed to hit through all of my modifiers and take out all my Pokemon but one. So not wanting to chance him breaking through again, I'm just going to go for Air Slash again to hope for the flinch, and I get the flinch this time. Even if he had broken through, maybe he would have missed, I don't know. He goes for Protect to rack up some Sandstorm damage, and now I'm going to switch to Aura Sphere because I don't want to risk missing the Air Slash. I have really random luck with that in VGC for some reason. I also have really bad luck when my opponent uses Rock Slide. I get flinched a lot. I've been flinched up to 3 times in one battle before from my opponent using Rock Slide. But I managed to win that match, so I was able to get some tournament points from that match. And that was actually a pretty good match just because I was amazed at how much he was breaking through all my modifiers. Now, I hope you guys have a Tuesday. If you guys want to hang around, I found a wonderful little tool called Wikipizzle, or Gazoogle, actually. And if you put in a link, it'll translate it into its language. And so I thought it would be fun to read a few paragraphs from one of my previous Pokeblogs in the translated language. So this is a short excerpt from my Aiming for the Horn, or Aiming for that Horn, the Rhyperior, Rhydon, and Rhyhorn Pokeblog. The majestic Rhyhorn. So check it before you wreck it. I ain't talking about chicken and gravy, bitch. Yo, Duke can take attacks, motherfucker. Duke can dish him up some, but he ain't the sharpest snipe up in the stave set. Fortunately, his wild little fucking evolutions, Rhydon and Rhyperior, remember to include their domes as a part of the evolutionary upgrade, yo, but pimped out Nisby reppin' humble beginnings, right? Now, there's 5 surviving species of rhinoceros up in the ghetto, and Rhyhorn seems to be characteristically sharing things with a cold-ass little couple of them. The main similarity is identified by Bulbapedia, is the Indian Rhino. While actual rhinos is not armored up in the bony plates that cover Rhyhorn, the Indian Rhino's tough hide has armored up rizzled to that shit. Couple dissimilar rizzles with the short, squat, hairy-ass legs and general gray colorations of the Indian Rhino, and our crazy asses got us a pimpin' close match. Rhyhorn also bears a resemblance to the critically endangered Javan Rhino. Rhyhorn was first introduced up in the Safari Zone in red, blue, and yellow versions. The Safari Zone be a special wildlife preserve for rare or endangered Pokemon, and I ain't talking about chicken and gravy, bitch. The Javan Rhino have dwindled to up to between 30 and 40 healthy motherfuckers, and all of them live in Java's Ujung Kulong National Park. And, well, shit, it's unclear whether Rhyhorn is poached or not up in this Pokemon universe, but they is at least rare enough to keep it enclosed in a protected space. You know, cue that single Pokemon episode where Glock's being waved around. Yo, so if Rhyhorn is similar to rhinos up in all ways but his bony plate armor, that armor has to take inspiration from something else. And that something else is dinosaurs. The first obvious Cimaratizzle is the extinct Triceratops. Unfortunately for Rhyhorn, the Cimaratizzles to Triceratops ends with the tip of the horn. So, you know, check it before you wreck it. I ain't talking about chicken and gravy, bitch. Come on now. Rhyhorn's bony plate armor seems to come from dinosaurs like Ankylosaurus. Through the formation of osteoderms on the outside of the hide, Ankylosaurus had a mad durable bony hide. Osteoderms are bony plate deposits forming scales, plates, or other structures in the dermal layers of the skin, as taken from Wikipizzle. Furthermore, Rhyhorn's final evolution, Rhyperior, has the same old dirty bony tail that Ankylosaurus has, and y'all know that shit, motherfucker. If having the same built-up blunt force weapon as an ancient dinosaur ain't a nod to that flavors, I have no clue what the fuck is. So once again, that was Gizoogle.net. I'll leave a link to my Pokeblogs translated into that. They're just as informative, but way more entertaining in Gizoogle translations. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed Gizoogle's translation of one of my Pokeblogs. Maybe, if you guys want, maybe I can write more of these and just read them on my channel and in Gizoogle speak. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye now.